the KFC 12-piece tender bucket. What's up, guys? Today we're doing another new episode of Tender Talk. So I hope your day is going good, great, amazing, and let's go! Good, great, amazing, and let's go! What's up, guys? New episode of Tender Talks. Today we got the KFC bucket of tenders. We got Andrew, Rowan, Brian, Jacob, and Daisy. They're all in today's episode, so let's go. We have the KFC tenders here. Regular, we got a 12-piece. So also got some sauce. What sauce did you guys pick out? I noticed Brian here has some
I
sauce.
got myself the finger looking good sauce.
I'm excited for the finger looking good sauce.
And
Not
the,
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
We also have
Creamy buffalo, and I am sponsored.
what?
Alright.
Wait, did you open your sauces already?
Brian's ready to dip.
So
Brian's
first,
ready to go.
so before we start, let's start with presentation. That's one of the categories we will later grade. It's pretty much just a bucket.
Classic.
But
You
they have
open
a
it.
quote.
And
You open it, tenders are inside. Expected.
Nothing real simple, nothing crazy.
Wait, but there's a quote.
It's pretty simple. Do you want to read the quote, Andrew?
There are few problems. A bucket of fried chicken being solved.
Thank you. So how about everybody grab their tender? Here you go. You want to get one?
Wait, don't we each
Oh,
get two
oh.
tenders?
Well, for now we'll just start each one getting one tender.
Stingy.
Now, is this tender
Can I grab a long boy?
Tops.
unfiltered or is it with sauce?
This first
we
one.
both-
First
first
bite.
No sauce.
Alright.
You'll see. Yeah, there's a pattern.
All right, we all have the tender on our napkin. Anything you got to say? First impressions of the tender.
Yo, it
before
looks
we bite?
good. They're still pretty warm.
They're still pretty warm.
Yeah,
Is this like a
Did I
standard
say
tender?
long boy?
This is a pretty standard tender.
this looks like a good tender.
Yeah.
Nothing
All right.
special.
All right. So why don't we all take our first bite and we'll let you know afterward.
Pretty oily.
Good. Good to me. I'm not a chicken connoisseur
So
yet.
it's juicy, not a lot of flavor, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. Nothing too sharp out there on the flavor train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not
What are your
very
thoughts?
calm about this,
Noah?
but
Oh, it's good.
Jacob, your thoughts?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not great.
good. It's not bad.
Daisy, your thoughts? I know you said it was a little oily.
Pretty good. I got one of the fresh ones. So
Okay.
It's good when it's fresh.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna start in with some sauce. I'm not a sauce guy. I think you guys saw that in the
I'm
first
going for
vlog.
honey mustard.
Andrew's
Wait,
gonna
first.
kick us off with honey mustard.
You
Rowan,
going
what are you
for the
trying?
skinny
Finger
dip there?
looking good.
Rowan's getting the finger
It's
looking.
still
Brian,
finger looking good. I guess I'll switch over to the
Okay.
buttermilk ranch.
buttermilk ranch. Jacob, any sauce?
We're doing my sponsor, Creamy Buffalo.
Creamy buffalo. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, here we go.
Are we ready?
Well, then
Let's
to
do
dig
some
in. While we eat our tenders, while we enjoy, we can ask our special guests.
Yo, I'm gonna hit on some ranch.
Thanks. So Jacob, how are you? I know you Jacob and Daisy here got married. I don't know if you guys saw the Jay-Z wedding vlog back in December. So how's the married life been, guys?
We're getting divorced in 2 weeks.
What?
So it's not as good as those chicken tenders.
Yeah, chicken tenders married life. How does it? So Daisy, Jacob tells us that you bake a lot. What's one of your favorite baked goods?
Going for the deep dish.
The best ones, in my opinion, are her pumpkin scones.
Pumpkin scones.
She makes from scratch. She makes her own glaze and all that. And it is by far, without question, the best thing she's ever baked.
Okay, in your opinion, what seems to be the best so
If
far?
I'm gonna go, I would have to go with the creamy buffalo. Like
Oh,
I
okay,
said.
our Jacob's sponsor. And Andrew, did you have a favorite sauce?
I'm gonna have to agree with Rowan on that finger looking good and that ranch, but for my third slot, I'm gonna have to give it to the buffalo. The buffalo is pretty solid, but I think I like the
Sponsor.
creamier based sauces, so that's why the sweet and tangy is a little bit strange. And the honey mustard, I just don't get a lot from it. It doesn't give me enough.
Okay. So now I have this question.
Shout out to our last.
I want to ask really quick, Rowan, since me and you were the only ones in the prior Tender Talks episode, McDonald's buttermilk tenders. If you haven't watched that, check it out here.
Chicken nugget.
Anyway, guys, Rowan, how would you say these compare currently? Your first impression compared to the McDonald's?
I think these are a little better. Presentation-wise, McDonald's is
Okay.
better.
So we'll start going into some categories here. The categories being taste, ready, presentation, and price. So we'll start with taste. Personally, I thought these were actually pretty good. They did decent in some areas, and I like the chicken. On a 1 through 10 scale, I think I'm going to rate these a 7 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna give them a 6 because I think these are pretty neutral on the scale of 1 to 10.
And we have this
I
to
think,
track people's scores.
If it's bad chicken, it'll probably be somewhere around 1 or 2.
I was gonna give him a 9. And I feel like I'm being generous,
Whoa.
but
Oh!
So Rob, could you confirm your score of 9?
yeah.
9 out of 10, alright.
One, it did taste like it was a chicken breast. It had the
Okay.
juiciness of it, but I would still give it an 8. There could have been a little bit more flavor to it that could really boost it up to a nice 9 or 10.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you, Zon. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I think I'll give it 8.
8 out of 10. Alright. So now move on to presentation. Based on presentation,
It's a bucket.
it's a bucket at the end of the day. But on presentation, it's not really a big kicker.
And they have the kernel.
They didn't not no like paper in there, like comforting the tenders. Nah, they grabbed the tenders, they tossed them in the cardboard bucket, tossed the cardboard cap, put it in a bag, brought it out to us. Nothing crazy on presentation. I'm gonna give presentation a 2 out of 10.
Personally, I never thought about comforting the tenders after the chicken was slaughtered, but Zion makes a good point. I think this KFC bucket is a wonderful classic presentation, but I think it's maybe time for something new. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 just because it doesn't compare to like McDonald's having the sauce holders.
2019 KFC, give me some sauce holders.
Okay, Rowan, presentation.
I thought the sauce holders were a cool factor, but like let's be honest, like you still say like, you know, when you have a buddy, like, hey, bring a bucket of chicken. So like I give them credit, like it's a bucket of chicken. So
Sticking
it's
to the
pretty
roots.
accurate.
Okay.
Sticking to the roots. So I'd give it at least a 6.
Okay, 6 out of 10. Brian, your thoughts on presentation?
Well, I don't think we can really compare it to McDonald's because McDonald's is more of a personal thing.
Okay.
This is a family bucket. This is always
True,
going to be for the
true.
family. You can put it in the middle. Everybody can grab out of it. So for that being in a family situation, you got to give it a nice 8.
Oh,
As soon as
okay,
you
8 out
empty
of
it
10 on
out,
presentation.
It becomes a basket that you can shoot into
Oh,
right afterwards when
true.
you're done, you know?
So Jacob, your thoughts on presentation 1 through 10?
I'm gonna go with these two in that KFC knows what they're good at and they're sticking with it.
Okay.
So they started with the bucket and they're gonna finish with the bucket. So I'm gonna have to give it the same as Brian. Got to give it an 8 out of 10. Wow.
3.
3 out of 10.
It's
Jake,
just a bucket of
Hold on. Okay. All right, so now we'll move on to my personal favorite category, breading. Obviously my favorite because I feel like I know the best about it.
All right, let's hear
bread. So I'll start 1 through 10 on breading. In my point of view, I think this did decently well on breading. So 1 through 10 on breading, I'm going to give this one also. Well, actually no. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10 on breading.
Ooh.
Before I get into this category too much, I'd just
Right.
like to say, let's get this bread. I'm gonna have to give it like a 7. I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I think the breading's pretty good. I just wish it was a little more
He's got the
flavorful.
chef title. He can throw it around.
I thought it was pretty good. So I'd give it like an 8, 8.5. Let's go with 8.5.
I mean, I've been giving 8s all night. Why stop a good thing?
So 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Now that I recently had it, it has gone a lot better from what it used to be.
Sponsored of Creamy
So
Buffalo.
I'm gonna give it. I'm actually the breading an 8 out of 10 as well.
Okay.
I have to agree with Jacob. They did improve on their chicken because back then I thought it was pretty bad. But
And
this
Green
is
Bucket
8
was pretty
out of
good.
10.
8 out of 10? Okay. Alright, so now we're going to move on to price, which I sadly did not get a receipt this episode.
How much
but
was
we're
it?
going to base it off of $20. Oh, it's exactly $20 then.
You only
Okay.
got 12 nuggets?
Yes, price 1 through 10. Personally, I'm going to rate it pretty poorly. I'm going to say 5 out of 10 on price. I feel like we could have done a little better personally. Andrew, your thoughts?
I'm probably gonna have to give it like a 4 out of 10, just honestly. But I don't know how it stands with chicken. I could be wrong. The 166 per tender isn't bad, but I think when you say 20 for a bucket, that's a little bit harder for me. So
Alright, so this is the one category where I feel like I can actually come in with some expertise. As I mentioned, there was a $5 box that comes with 3 tenders, a side, and a drink. So to get 12 tenders for $20 seems like a major ripoff, unless you have a coupon. So like, yeah, I'll give them a pretty low score too. I gave McDonald's 4, I think.
Yeah, 4.
And I'd give this like a 3.5. Like that's pretty weak. But if you get the $5 box with 3 tenders, might be a little more bang for your buck, so it might actually be worth it.
It is a bit expensive. I was thinking the same thing here that Rome brought up. $20 isn't going to feed a family. It's not going to. It really won't be feeding only 2 people, and you're not including any sides or any drinks with it. So it's definitely overpriced. If I was going to get this, I would probably look for a coupon. If they don't have a coupon, I'm not going to get it. So I would give it a 2.
2 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, I would. The price was didn't fit the quality, you know.
That's true. Yes.
So I would probably give it a 3.
I have to agree with everyone about the price. It was a little expensive. I'd give it like a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Does no one wants to change?
Yo, wait, I gotta change.
Oh, we have
So,
Andrew
as
coming in.
Roman brought out, if you spent $20 on a $5 box, you get 12 tenders plus sides, drinks, and cookies.
Oh, true.
So, literally, you could just spend it on another KFC item and get the same amount of tenders and everything else on the side. So, I gotta give it like a 2, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes the box just not worth it. The bucket's not worth it. Get it in a $5 box.
All right, guys. So we have all the scores from everybody here. We will average them out, and we will give you the final score, 1 through 40.
Great.
The final score, 1 through 40. So let's go. So before we reveal the average, Rowan wanted to let you know what kind of happened and why this is their score.
So the taste and breading did way better than McDonald's, and they did really good, but the problem is that they did really poor in the presentation and in the price. And because of how poor they did, it wasn't enough to compensate for the other 2 categories.
So our final score, could I get a drum roll, please? It is 23.08 out of 40. That is how they rank. Better or worse than the
Worse.
McDonald's? I believe
Definitely
just slightly
worse.
worse.
Basically an even 23.
All right. Now, my last question I have for you all is: was it finger licking good?
No, I did not lick my fingers
My
once.
fingers were not.
I would only lick them if they were.
Okay, and would you go again? Would you get the tenders again?
Well,
At $5 box.
what was brought into
$5 box.
if it's a $5 box.
So, guys, that has been this episode of Tender Talks, the KFC 12-piece tender bucket. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Deuces!